Ukrainian anti-aircraft defense units destroy enemy missile over Zaporizhia region. In the morning of June 7, Ukrainian anti-aircraft defense units shot down an enemy missile over Zaporizhia region. The relevant statement was made by Zaporizhia Regional Military Administration head Alexander Staruk during a nationwide telethon, a Ukra-informed correspondent reports. At about 7:30 a.m., Ukrainian anti-aircraft defense units shot down a Russian missile over Zaporizhia region. Staruk said, in his words, Russian invaders are still attempting to advance farther in the east of Zaporizhia region. Battles are raging at the contact line. The enemy is still planning to seize the city of Zaporizhia. A reminder that about 60% of Zaporizhia region's territory has been temporarily seized by Russian troops. Hostilities are underway in some areas of the region. Meanwhile, Russia keeps up to 3 battalion tactical groups on its border with Ukraine's Sumy and Cherniv regions, but there are no signs of any preparations for a renewed invasion. Ukrainian State Border Guard Service spokesperson Andrei Demchenko said this at a briefing at the Media Center Ukraine, Ukra-Inform on Tuesday, June 7. Russia continues to keep armed forces units in its border areas opposite the Chernihiv and Sumy regions in order to demonstrate its presence and, in fact, block the actions of our defense units. According to the General Staff, there are about 3 battalion tactical groups. At the same time, we do not note the formation of an enemy strike group that could repeat an invasion of Ukraine, Demchenko said. According to him, there are no significant changes in the situation on the border with Belarus. Units of Belarusian armed forces continue to carry out tasks to strengthen the border with Ukraine. However, according to Demchenko, the threat of missile and airstrikes on targets in Ukraine from Belarusian territory remains. According to him, no significant changes have been noted on the border with Moldova, particularly in the Transnistrian section. Demchenko stressed that in the Kharkiv, Donetsk and Luhansk regions, Ukrainian border units hold their positions under constant attacks by the aggressor, and in cooperation with other units of the defense forces, they effectively strike the enemy's positions. According to him, on June 6, during air reconnaissance in the Severodonetsk area, units of the Ukrainian State Border Guard Service spotted enemy infantry positions, and the Ukrainian armed forces used mortars against the enemy. In Severodonetsk, Luhansk region, the situation is currently stable. The armed forces of Ukraine have strengthened their positions and are holding their ground in the city against the Russian onslaught. Severodonetsk Mayor Alexander Struik reported the news on the air of the national telethon, according to a Ukra-informed correspondent. The situation in Severodonetsk is stably difficult. Our armed forces have strengthened their positions, holding the city and the ground they have regained. But at the same time, the fighting does not subside. The orcs are deploying more and more forces. Plenty of artillery units are concentrated here. Lots of equipment. The enemy is carrying out assault attempts, trying to push their way forward, while we are stopping them, the mayor said. He stressed that the Ukrainian armed forces are doing their best to defend the city. According to Struik, the invaders seek to achieve at least something, to gain at least some significant victory, because Severodonetsk is the administrative center of Luhansk region, so it has a symbolic meaning just as the actual regional center. As reported, Russian troops are trying to establish full control over Luhansk and Donetsk regions, but to date, this goal has not been achieved. Fighting has been ongoing in Severodonetsk for some time now.